If you're a real estate agent struggling to convert the traffic to your website into leads and clients, it's not that you need to go add a bunch more things to your website. It's actually the opposite. You need to remove the wrong things that are probably overwhelming your visitor, that are scaring them off, or making it hard to find the information that they need. So what I'm gonna do in today's video is give you 7 things that you need to remove from your website immediately to help you engage your traffic, to keep them on your website longer, hopefully capture that lead and convert them into a client and a closed deal. So if you want to learn these 7 things that you need to remove today, keep watching. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 17 years of marketing experience specializing in web design and SEO, and I take that experience to help you grow your real estate business. So if you'd like to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new content. And if you'd like to get all of my resources, training, courses, and coaching for free at no extra cost or split to you, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link down below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more. So let's dive into today's topic. As a web designer who has been doing this for over 17 years, I've reviewed thousands of websites, both good and bad, from DIY people that are doing it themselves to save money to those who have hired really expensive so-called website designers, and I've redone their websites and analyzed them. So I've seen lots of things. I know what works, what doesn't work, especially inside the real estate industry. I think that's why we have gotten, at least with our marketing company and myself, popular among website designs, is because we know exactly what a real estate agent needs, what exactly their clientele is looking for, and on top of that, what actually is going to help them with SEO and get more traffic and convert that traffic into leads. I want to share that experience with you today. If you love a live example of what to expect in a website, I'll include a demo link down below. This is the complete website sales funnel system. It has your website, your IDX if you want to incorporate your current one, a blog to attract traffics, community pages. It has buyer funnel, sellers funnel, everything you need to capture leads and grow your SEO as well. And it's something you can do on your own and set up, or you can hire us to customize it for you. So if you're interested in that, that is down below. But I want to show you and give you real life examples of what to remove from your website so that you can engage your traffic, keep more of that traffic you want. It's so hard to get traffic to your website, but then to get them there and you're not capturing that lead or not engaging their attention. So if you have a really high bounce rate in your analytics, this is a reason why it's probably one of these 7 things that you need to fix. So I want to dive into those and I'm going to show you kind of what to remove, and if you have something similar, how to fix it. And so that way you can really keep and engage that traffic that you're getting, that you're probably paying for if you're doing ads, and how you can convert those leads into clients, and hopefully you can get those clients to a closed deal. So let's dive in. All right, first up, one of the things that you need to remove immediately that's going to make a major difference on your website are all these crazy color schemes. And I see this a lot, especially with people that are DIY business owners that are doing it themselves, building their own website, whether it's WordPress, Wix, Weebly, whatever it is, or even some designers. I've had clients that have paid $5,000 upwards for a website, but they had it built by a website developer, somebody that knows coding versus design. There is a big difference. Website designers can get what you need, and then they usually have relationships with developers that they can get certain specific coding done. Having that design eye is super important because this is what's going to keep your traffic engaged. If you have so many different colors on your website, it's going to make it very difficult for the user to find the information they need. And honestly, it's going to have a lot of things jumping out at them, and it might not even be things that were important. So I usually advise my website clients, we need to nail it down to 4 colors. And out of those 4 colors, 3 of those are usually your muted colors. So maybe like a white, a gray, a black, or maybe a white, a cream, and a dark gray. So whatever it is, those are the muted colors. And then you usually have one accent color like green. So like the example you see on the screen, we used a lot of white and cream kind of colors. And then our accent color is green. And I only like to use these in certain places. So if I use it as a background, it means I really want that section to jump out at them. Mainly you want to use your accent color for those call to action buttons or sections. So maybe you're going to highlight a quote. Instead of having it black like the other text, you would have it that green color. And you just want to make sure that that accent color, if you use it on text, if you use something like a light yellow, it's not not really going to show up on a white background. So make sure it's still readable without the user having to struggle. But have 1, 2 max accent colors and use those in the important areas that you really want to draw the user's attention, because a lot of that stuff will start running together. And if you have that color, it grabs their attention, and then make sure when you grab their attention, you're giving them something that hopefully is going to convert them into a lead. Now, some great examples to use are Canva. There's actually an article, and I'll include it in the link below, that has color schemes, website color schemes that are designer approved. And I actually got my jacobshireman.com color scheme from this. I used number 11. I love the different blues that it has because I love blue. So it has kind of a lighter and a medium blue, and then it uses a very dark blue. And even though it's called ivory black, it still has like a blue hue to it. And then it has an accent color of yellow. So this color palette worked well for me, especially with white. And so it stood out to me. So go here, find a color scheme that you like and stick to it, and see how they use it on the website as well. And just use those accent colors to draw your client's attention to what you want them to do next. All right, next up, if you've ever been to a website and you felt like, I don't know what to do next, I don't know where to go, I can't find what I'm looking for, that's because people have a complicated menu. So that's the next thing that you need to remove or refine is your menu, your layout. Your users should know what to do next. They shouldn't be struggling what to find, because if this happens, they're going to leave your website and go to the next real estate agent that they find. So you want to kind of alleviate these complicated menus. So again, using our demo site as an example, you want to simplify your menu. You don't need home. Nobody really puts home up there anymore because they know they usually can click the logo and you can put it somewhere else. So in this example, we have up there, buy with us, sell with us, search for properties. So usually my rule of thumb is I like to keep the actual text menu right around 5 items. It seems to be the magic number. If you go look at websites like LegalZoom, they have 5. You can always add where they hover over it, it becomes a drop down. So like in my resource section, it can drop down and show the blog resources, downloadable resources, whatever you need there. And then if you have a lot of other links like forums, guides, the about us, the contact us, you can put them in a fly out menu or somewhere else on the website, like down in the footer. And the reason why is you want your menu at the top to really drive them to a call to action. Remember, we're not just there to give them our website to have them visit and show how pretty our website is. The whole idea is to capture the visitor's information. And remember, in order to capture lead, you have to get some type of way to get back in contact with them. And most people don't have a lead generation problem. You're getting them to the website. You have a lead capture problem, which I covered this in other videos. So the things at the top, buy with us, list with us, search properties, all those are designed to have them book consultations. Search properties, they got to register to look at the properties. They have, what's my home worth, so you can do a home valuation. All of those different things up there are to draw them in and get them further down that funnel. So really think about what you're putting up there. The about us, guess what? They don't care to read about you. You can put that somewhere else. You can sprinkle about you throughout the website. The contact us, yeah, that's great, but it's very generic. What are they contacting you for? If you can get them to a specific funnel or page on your website, like we have, you're going to do a lot better. So just refine your menus and overall your content on your website to make sure they can find what they find, so they stick around longer on your website, and you can reduce that bounce rate so that Google will keep promoting your website because it knows people are finding what they're looking for, and you convert that traffic into leads, leads into clients, and clients into closed deals. All right, the next thing that needs to go from your website that you need to remove and refine is get rid of all this self-indulgent wording and this professional jargon. So I'll give you some examples. I've seen on real estate agents' website, like the first thing you see, or no matter what funnel you get to, #1 real estate team or #1 real estate agent in Houston or wherever they're at. Nobody cares. They're coming to your website with a problem or something that they need help with. You need to provide how your services or using you as a real estate agent can solve that problem, whether it's buying, selling, leasing, investing, whatever your niche is. You need to know the problem and struggles they're having and have that right away on their website. Because remember, this should be kind of a conversation. This is a sales tool. When they see that, go, yeah, that's what I need help with. And then there's the solution and how you're going to help them. Especially with all this professional jargon, I see all the time the call to action is get your free CMA. They don't know what a CMA is. They don't know what a complementary market analysis is. Tell them, get your free home valuation report, or curious what your home is worth, and then go on and tell them you're going to give them a free report to show them what their estimated home value is in their neighborhood. So be very clear, make sure that your stuff is readable, especially if you're trying to do SEO. It should be around a 6th grade reading level. It should be easy. Use just simple language and get to the point. Using fancy words is not going to get you more clients and have people think, oh, they're just a really great agent because they use fancy wording. Don't do that. Focus on them, focus on the solution. And if you look at giant corporate websites like LegalZoom, they focus right on the clients. As soon as you get to the home screen, you see time to be your own boss. They don't jump out and say, LegalZoom is the #1 website to use to form your LLC. No, they've got a picture of the photographer that's, wanting just to focus on doing the thing that they love, taking pictures, but they want to start their own business. And even the subheading underneath tells them how they can be their own boss to join the millions who launched their business using LegalZoom. They didn't say, again, LegalZoom is the best site to use, or use LegalZoom to launch your business. No, they focus on join, give them action, join the millions who have launched their business using LegalZoom. LegalZoom put themselves last. And if you go through the website, even though this is all about law and legal things that they help you with, they don't use a lot of legal jargon. So do the same thing with your real estate website. So if we look at this example on our website demo funnel, instead of saying, hey, we're the best real estate team to help you find the perfect home, whatever it is, address that problem. You could say, are you struggling to find the perfect home? Maybe some people, they just can't find the right listing on the market. How are you going to help that? So catch their attention, have that conversation with them. You can say, find your perfect home with ease. Well, great. How do I do that? Well, we specialize in finding hidden gems and using strategic negotiations to secure your dream home effortlessly. And again, you can use prompts in ChatGPT to help you find and craft wording like this. So make sure that you're removing yourself from the image, you're focusing on them, but how you can help them accomplish their goal. All right, the next thing that you need to remove or use less of is traditional contact forms. Now, what I mean by this, yes, contact forms are great if somebody that just has like a quick question, they want to get in contact with you. But a lot of times you're going to see on our website that people can go straight to book a consultation. Now, there are a few ways you can do this, and I'll talk about that, but have a way that they can book instantly in your calendar. You can do things like this with Calendly. There's other calendar software up there. If you're using something like Go High Level, guess what? There's built-in calendars there. But give somebody immediate access to your calendar so they can book and schedule an appointment, tell you what they want to talk about, and get in front of you. If you do this back and forth with a traditional contact form, they have to say they want an appointment, then you're going to email them back and say, great, I have availability Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from this time to this time. And then they kind of come back and say, well, I'm not available that time. And you're just going back and forth and wasting time. Remember, they want the quickest solution to their problem. And if your website doesn't have that technology that really you can get a free Calendly link and embed it into your website super easy, you don't need to be a designer to do that, then you're wasting valuable time, and they're probably going to move on to somebody that can book an appointment with them immediately. And they're not waiting for you to get back with them. They know they have an appointment. So I like to do this strategy a couple different ways. So when they go to book a time with me, they know they're booking a time. So I usually have a traditional contact form that asks for their first name, last name, email address, and phone number. And then the button says, go to step 2 to pick a date and time. So I have them go to step 2, which is then my Calendly or my calendar. And then they choose the date and time. Yes, they do have to enter that information again. But if they ever left my website, I still have the lead if they got distracted booking the time. So there's a few different ways you can do that, but start using more book a consultation, schedule a call, get in front of them, get them on the phone instead of going back and forth in endless emails. And probably another agent has already reached out to them in the meantime, because remember, you're probably not the only agent they're talking to. So the first one to answer the call always wins. All right, the next thing that you need to remove from your website immediately is social media icons at the top of your website. So up in the header bar or in the banner, you don't want that to be the first thing users see when they get to your website, because that's going to get them distracted. They're going to click on your social media or your YouTube icon, and they're going to leave and bounce from your website. And that's something you don't want to happen, especially if you're trying to do SEO. That's going to show Google that they got to your website in less than 30 seconds. They did not find the information they needed, and so they bounced somewhere else. So what I like to do with the social media icons is put them down in the footer. You can do that like we do in our example right here. And by putting them down there, you're still giving them links, because your website is your marketing hub and everything should flow from there and to there. You're still giving them links to your social media, creating those external links, but you're not distracting them so they can find the information they're looking for. Because remember, the goal to getting them to our website and having that traffic is to convert them to a lead. So they need to stick around, read the information, and hopefully give up their name, their email address, their phone number, so they become official lead, and hopefully a lead to a client and a client to a closed deal. All right, the next thing you need to remove from your website, and I know as soon as I show you this image, you're gonna know what I'm talking about, but that is overused stock photos and even videos. So if it's something that you're seeing on everybody's website, if you got it from Canva or another site, probably somebody has downloaded that, probably in the thousands to hundreds of thousands, especially on this image. So you see this picture here, we've seen this in 1,000 ads on 1,000 different graphics on 1,000 websites for real estate. I don't know how it became probably the #1 home used. It is a great photo. I even used it in my buyer's guide when I first started real estate. But if they're searching different websites and this is popping up everywhere, then it just kind of looks like, why aren't they using a real photo? So be sure to use authentic photos. Take pictures of your clients, your team, make sure that they're images of you. I see this a lot as a mistake on clients' websites where the first thing they see is like a generic picture of a real estate team or clients. Show yourself, show who they're going to be working with. You're trying to connect with your audience. So if you can't use real photos in the beginning, it's okay. I understand that. Make sure your photos connect with your audience. So if you're tackling the senior community, you're tackling 55 and over communities, you're not going to have a bunch of pictures of 20 and 30-year-olds there. Make sure that your audience of your, client that's on there looks like your target niche as well. So use that, but try to use as less as you can and use more real pictures of your area, of yourself, of your team, and that will go a long ways in being truly authentic. All right, last on our list to remove is a lot of these detailed bios. Now, you can have a detailed bio, that's fine, but there is a place for that. There's a lot of times I'll go onto websites and we'll see a whole page talking about that person. Look, you shoving your qualifications down their throat is not necessarily going to help you get that client, because again, you made it about you and not them. So some great things that you can do is, yes, you want to have a picture of yourself right away to let people know who you're working with. I love the background videos where it shows the agent showing a home, there's a client there. It shows that you're working with people. It's not just about you. So that's a great thing to have. But when you get down to the bio section, keep it like a short few sentences or a few bullet points so they can scan through it, see your qualifications. So if you really have something that makes you stand out to other agents that's really going to solve the problem that no other agent can do, highlight that, but then have a call to action button to go to your about page to read more. So you don't need your whole team scrolling across your page with their bios. Do one team photo, do a summary, and then go to the about page to let them read more. Because remember, it's about them. The more you remove yourself, yes, you need to be present so you can connect with them, but the more you make it more about your client and your target audience and the struggles and the things that they're trying to accomplish and how you can help them and aid them in that and provide that social proof, the more your website will go. So remember, you don't have to add a ton of content, just enough content to solve their problems. So that will help you keep your lead interacted, engaged on your website more, and hopefully grow your real estate business. All right, let's recap what we've learned to create an effective website that keeps users engaged and keep more of the traffic on your website, converting them into leads, clients, and closed deals. So we need to learn how to use color effectively. Remember, about 4 colors, 3 of them should be neutral, 1, maybe 2 max should be your accent color, driving them to important information that you want to highlight or call to action buttons. We also need to simplify your navigation for better usability. So we want to pick about 5 menu items, and they should be important things, not the about us or the contact us, the buy, sell, search properties, those things that are important that have call to actions to capture their lead and give them the information that they want. We also need to make your visitor the hero of your content. It's not about you, it's about how you can help them. And we don't want to use professional jargon that might intimidate them into working with us. We want to replace vague contact forms with clear booking tools. So something like a Calendly, so they can book immediately into your calendar and you're not going back and forth with them trying to figure out a time. You also want to keep visitors on your website by not bouncing off to social media. So put those social media links in your footer or towards the bottom of your page. We also want to use authentic visuals to build trust with our clients. So stay away from using a ton of stock footage. And if you do use stock footage, make sure it's not ones that you're seeing all the time and it's something that is pertaining to your area and looks authentic for the target audience that you're going for. And you want to showcase your team without overwhelming data. So remember, you don't have to show everybody on your team on the homepage. You can have a group photo with a simple paragraph on why you guys are a great team and how you're going to help the client or that user get the dreams and the real estate goals accomplished. So implement these things. If you have any questions about what we went over, drop those down in the comments below. And again, if you want to partner with me and get all of my training, resources, courses, and coaching for free with me and partner with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack and get all of those amazing resources as well, you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more and see what your business would look like here at eXp inside the Agent Wolfpack in my group. And again, if you want to keep seeing content like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.